Marin Alsop has appeared with some of the world's leading orchestras for many years now. An exciting and charismatic performer, she's in great demand. And as the new music director of the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, the simple fact that she is a she, not maestro but maestra, Alsop is making history as the first woman to head a major American orchestra, as traditionally defined by budget size and other factors.
I'm the only child of professional musicians, so I didn't even have a sibling to deflect the attention, so I had no choice whatsoever. My father's a violinist, my mother's a cellist,
right.
So I picture them sitting in the kitchen and saying, you know, we should have a trio. Let's make a pianist. I think when an artist is motivated always by the art, for me, when the music leads me, always, it's almost as though it's a higher authority. Do you know, it takes the ego out of it. And I think I'm blessed with 100 people whose only goal really is to be the best they can be. And they're just waiting for me to enable them to do that. So I think it's a manifestation of being sincere, authentic, committed to what you're doing. I mean, you have to know what you're doing as well, sure. Of course, you know. But then I think it's believing in the people who are performing the music and playing the notes. You really have to be completely authentic in your interaction. It's a vulnerability on a certain level, not on a personal level, but on a cosmic level almost.
It's an indefinable quality which musicians appreciate.
I never even think about gender with Marin. What I think about is charisma. Marin's got something special.
I hope that any kids that see me, especially young girls, think, oh, that's really a viable possibility for me. Actually, what I hope happens is that when they go to their next concert and they see a man on the podium, they say, well, I didn't know men could do this too.
It is, though, no laughing matter. Including Alsop, in America you can count the number of female symphony conductors on the fingers of one hand.
Can't be all individuals. Once again, people just are not acclimated and accustomed to having women in those ultimate authority roles. Hopefully, as a result of my doing this, we can move on past this soon. My responsibility as the conductor is to be the messenger, really, for the composer. So I'm trying to bring the notes on the page to life. I mean, it's a little bit like being what I imagine being a director would be. You know, you have this vision of what the playwright wants, and then you have to somehow get your actors to express that.
To do that, a conductor needs an orchestra, of course. As a young woman trying to make her way, Alsop started her own, the Concordia in New York City. From there, her career grew. She's led the Cabrillo Festival of Contemporary Music in California since 1991. At age 36, she became head of the Colorado Symphony and served there for 12 years. Now at 51, she's taken over in Baltimore. As music director, she programs concerts and oversees hiring, among much else. She is in all ways the public face of the orchestra, and she's breaking a long-standing barrier.
I got into Tanglewood and I became a student of Leonard Bernstein, and that was a real highlight for me. He had been my hero from a very young age, and then to be able to meet him and interact with him, and we had a tremendous connection. I mean, it just felt so great. You know, when he taught me, it seemed as though no one else was in the room. I think even when art really consciously has no message, that's a message unto itself. But to me, every piece, and was a great lesson I learned from Leonard Bernstein, who later became my mentor,
Right.
is this idea of story and the conductor's role as the storyteller, the messenger for the composer. I think for me, the greatest joy will be when we have a positive impact on the community by creating opportunities for young people and for adults that enhance the quality of their lives. And that's my commitment now, and it's nice to be in one place and be able to really do that finally.